Hey, it's Tara. This week I thought I'd walk you through Google Keep. And although you may have used it for personal use to get started, like I have in the past, like making lists for party supplies or gift ideas, or my favorite, I use it every week for my grocery list. Google Keep can be used in a lot of really fun ways with students, especially when planning for research, projects, inquiry, you name it. It's a great tool to keep them organized with any type of reading or interacting they're doing on the web for their learning. So to kind of get you started, you can learn more at google.com/keep, and you can download the app on your personal device, on your phone, your tablet. But if you're on a Chromebook or you are on just any computer with a browser, you can just go ahead and jump to, bring it back, keep.google.com. And notice I have all of my notes on here that I may have taken on any device as long as I'm logged into my Google account that I'm using this for. I haven't gotten in the big habit of this, but I have in the past made labels. So if I am taking notes on something, for example, I have some notes here from our coaches meeting. So I tagged it under TLC, PLC notes. So anything I might need from that in the past, or my technology coordinators meetings, I can click on that and view notes from the past, anything about Google apps I've taken. So it's a great way to stay organized. So imagine your students making labels for maybe inquiry projects that they're working on, or other notes like to-do lists for homework, or even like a list of their goals they're working on for their lens. They could put and make a nice consolidated list that they can refer back to and check off when they're done. If you should probably see that the kids have this extension all loaded into their Chrome browser, but if you need it, you can go to the Chrome Web Store and go ahead and download the extension. So the reason you want the extension, because yes, you can just type on keep.google.com, is because when you're on a site, so let's pretend I am doing some learning about this, the latest news about Google Plus shutting down from a data breach that happened over the weekend. I can go ahead and click on my extension, Save to Keep, and it's automatically going to pull not only the title of the site, but the web address. So I'll be able to go back to this link over time, and I can take notes by typing, or what I can do is I can scroll onto the page, and let's say there's a section that I really want to use in as like a direct quote. So I can just highlight the text. I don't have to manually copy paste, but just by highlighting, automatically it gets pulled into my keep note. Awesome, right? So if you wanted to also have students have media that they wanted to include, they can, of course, do the whole save picture, save as, and they could save this picture into their downloads. But when they go back to keep.google.com, let's go back to my main page of notes. Notice here's my note. It's already pulling the link. I can click image and add an image, and I'll notice that this was most likely saved into my downloads. And right away now I've got content. So I've got links, I've got direct quotes, I've got my own words, I've got media, you name it. To one up this, I can even share. So let's say I'm working on this with my peers, I can share it with them. I can add my teacher to the note so they can see my progress. There's just so many things you can do on Keep. I mean, taking notes is just the first step, right? So let's say a day has gone by and they want to pick up where they left off. They simply have to return back to that site. Maybe they'll click on the link within their Keep note, and notice once you hit that extension, your notes are there. So you're never starting over. It'll remember to go exactly to the space you left off on your notes, and students can go on their merry way. Now let's say it's time to get started with if they're writing an essay, or they're putting together a consolidated document, or making a presentation. With the latest update of Chrome, Google Keep now lists, or it now is housed on the side. And so simply by clicking on Keep, you can either, now, if there's a lot of stuff in the Keep note, if they click and drag, it should all come over, even with the image. This is a good time to talk to kids about acceptable use in terms of making sure they're also, giving like reference to the photo that they are taking over from the site. So they know that it's not just theirs to use. Alternatively, they can just like highlight the text and copy paste it over. But either way, all the notes are there for them to utilize. The same function would go for if they're working in a slide. They simply would just click on keep, and they click on keep and their notes are there for them. Google Keep also is housed in Gmail, and it's also within Calendar. So if I am working within my Friday meetings with my teaching and learning group, I could click on the event, and perhaps there's something from my Keep note that I want to pull over. I could here you can't drag and drop, but you can copy paste things into your calendar. So Keep is everywhere. So you've probably noticed that. And again, just a great way for students to stay organized with their notes and their research. And I look forward to hearing your ideas of how you've utilized this with kids.